6 minutes late, not bad. Not bad. Hello, I'm Claire Louise from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Got a bit of sweat on trying to get ready for this in time, and I didn't make it, but that's all right. Often I'm late. How is everybody today? Hey Timothy, hey Chris, hey Melissa. You also forgot. Hey Penny. Are you all good? I'm good. Just a little behind today, but that's all right. So I'm going to get some cards out for the collective, do some channeling. And if you want a mini read, thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's cute, huh? It's really, really cropped up. Very, very cropped. Do some channeling for the collective, get some cards out, see what the guys want to tell us all today. And you can get a mini read as well. So if you've got a question for your higher self, it's by donation. Just check out that pinned comment in the live chat. It tells you it's by donation. So the super chat, super sticker, or the PayPal link in that pinned comment to donate. And if you've got a question for your higher self, just put a capital Q at the start of your comment, and then I can find it. I love purple too. It's nice. This is real bright as well. I like it. A bikini on underneath because I'm going to go for a swim after this. Let's get some cards out. Right, so we had a power cut yesterday, right? I went to the bathroom and then it power cutted. It was weird because I was getting myself a coffee. When I opened the fridge to put my cream in the coffee on the way back from the bathroom, fridge light wasn't on. I'm like, the fridge is broken. And then I looked, the lights are off. The electricity's off. It's all gone. You got a squat rack. Oh, cool. Oh, you got your own. Anyway, I don't know if you remember, but yesterday I was picking these cards out, and I did a read since that, but they seem to be talking about Mr. Last Year, for me personally anyway. Do you recall that? And then it broke. Anyway, when I got back to the table, I'm like, I want to know more about these cards for myself. You're talking about Mr. Last Year. I shuffled the cards again and dolphins came out, which is his name. I'm like, seriously? I can't remember what the cards were now. If you do, I could always watch the video. I've been dawned upon. Smack in the face time. Oh no, but it's just awareness. I still haven't invited anyone to my party yet. I'll go see. I know what it is. I don't fully trust that it's going to happen because, you see, addicts, alcoholics, you can't trust them. Because, you invited me around to dinner a few weeks ago and that never happened. So I'm just kind of wary. I'm wary to invite people and it not happen. Maybe this is a lesson for me. Let's get some cards out. Let's see what they've got to say today. Oh, I walked away. Yeah. I saw an interesting meme on Facebook this morning. I reposted it. It was something about, let me read it out. It seemed kind of important. Nobody's liked it. Oh no, maybe Callie did. Here we go. You don't lose real friends, real opportunities, or real relationships when you start standing up for yourself or setting clear boundaries. You lose abusers, manipulators, narcissists, control freaks, attention seekers, and mental health destroying leeches. It's so true. Let's do a Psychic Cafe Zoom birthday party. Oh, you reckon? Oh, seems like a lot of trouble to me. I haven't used Zoom. Oh, I think I've used it many, many years ago. What is that about? A coach or something? I don't know, I can't remember. Hard lessons bring about huge growth, yes. So you just reminded me of that, Melissa. Walking away. Sometimes it's really powerful to walk away. Yeah. Oh no, we've got to call forth the waves. That's when we're like, bring it on, universe. Throw some trouble my way. No, we don't say that. We're like, bring me a gift. The universe is like, okay, I'll throw some trouble your way. Calling forth the waves. Careful what you wish for. I know, isn't it? A big mouthful of truth. I had to repost it. People are going to be thinking I'm talking about them. Paranoid people. But I know a lot of us are going through all this kind of stuff. And so it's important when we read stuff like that because it makes it really clear, doesn't it? It's like, yeah, of course. We don't have trouble with real friends, do we? Real friends don't make a big deal about everything and don't cause us trouble. Other people do. Let's get more cards out. I had a pandemic dream last night. It wasn't about a pandemic though. I don't know, it was about head lice or something. It wasn't about head lice, but they issued us all with this bar soap thing to wash our hair with. Other people didn't want to do it, but I did it. My weird dream. Hey, Barbara. Everyone's calling you Barbara now, not Lemon. Melon. Oh, so many trolls, porn bots, and on YouTube. Once I checked it this morning, the comments, and so many scanners. There's a lot of clearing up to do this morning. What's going on? Crazy energies. I haven't got the full moon yet. When's that? I think it's the 27th, the full moon. I'm going to make the full moon readings, the reduced price ones, available after my birthday. I'm going to put my, later on today, I'm going to put my availability at 0. I'm going to take some time off. So after my birthday is when I'll make it all available again. No stalkers. Someone's watching you. Hi, Mimi. Sorry about your dog, Mimi. I just saw that on Facebook this morning. I had a particularly busy morning. Stranded. Stranded. Where's Chicken? I don't know. But yesterday it was pretty funny because I went training and then when I got back, she's in here looking at me out the window. I'm like, oops, left you inside. And it was funny because as I was coming home, the guy who takes care of her real owner, he was shouting for her. And I was thinking, I wonder where she is. I trapped her. I trapped her in here. So she's not coming back. Maybe they've got her now. I don't know where she is this morning. The people over there, they had a party last night, so yesterday afternoon night. So maybe she's in with them. Because they can be a bit loose with the door. And she does break in. She's seen her with a pause. She opens the door and gets in. So if they're drunk, which they were, she'll be in there. Sleep on the bed, giving them problems with a high fever or whatever it is. Stranded. 44, 444. Misdirection, misjudgment, fear of failure. Look at this young sailor stranded with his ship on top of a tall tree. He needs his anchor to help him get back down to earth. Card asks, how did the ship get there? Sometimes we find ourselves in situations we can't understand. Sometimes we feel we've made mistakes because our expectations are so high, we set ourselves up for failure. We either beat ourselves up over our performance, or we're so intimidated that we never even begin. Failure is a necessary part of success. It's important to journey. It's as important to the journey as a rudder on a ship. Stranded. Keep on hearing that song out of Greece, stranded at the drive-in. Working for a nap. For my nap, seagulls. I'm feeling like a nap today. The tiredness has hit me. But that's alright, because I don't have much to do today. So I can. That's why I've got my bikini on. I'm going to be spending time by the pool today. Let's get a goddess out. What job is it, Seedles? Did you see that video I posted of that standing desk in the group, our Facebook group? I can't believe it's $30. That's ridiculous. I think it's a scam. I'd be very surprised if I received that. Dreamed your deceased husband was telling you to watch out for something, but you were focused about warning him. We've got Nut again, resurrection, same as yesterday. Nutter wants to be with us. What did she say again? You have the power to reinvent yourself at any moment. Bring yourself up from what may feel like the bottom. You can overcome the challenges that have been set before you. Goddess of the sky and rebirth, Nut is holding your hand. In the energy update today, we had the threshold card. Threshold. Something about to happen. It seems to have been calling it in. We might regret that. Resurrection, but it's okay, we can start again. Seems like it's a bit of ominous energy today, for some reason. Let's change that around. You have no real positive or negative feelings about it. That's kind of good. We know we're getting up to a high state of alignment when we stop getting excited. We're on an even keel. It's a really good sign, that, because I used to be up and down, getting super excited about things and thinking that I needed to do that to manifest stuff. It's exhausting. And now I don't get that excited anymore. I take everything in my stride, kind of thing, and I'm not up and down so much. Not down so much, but not up so much either. It's nice. You felt too animated for them. And it's not like a numbing kind of a feeling, because sometimes we try and get to that point, don't we, by numbing ourselves, substances or whatever, or just tuning out. Because I used to do that. I used to be able to zone out, detach. I had to do that. Anyone that's been through abuse will know that feeling very well. You can detach from reality to get through it. But no, this is more, just taking everything in the stride. It's almost like an expecting things to go well. Never really expecting like huge either way. I can't really describe it. I'm trying though. A little upset this morning, Chris. Oh yeah, it would have been your 33rd wedding anniversary. But a bit upset. Worked, walked, lived it, made dinner. Normal. I like normal days. They're good, huh? I used to get so excited. I used to work myself up. Like it's like a false positivity, forced positivity, mischief. We've got mischief out. Oh no! And I had a weird feeling yesterday about Korat the carrot. I've got a feeling he's back or he's coming back. I don't know why I thought that. I haven't thought about him for a long time. Look at this one. Meet Jasper. He's playful little trickster known to pounce on toes while you're sleeping, possibly tiptoe across your computer while you're trying to work. There's a twinkle of mischief in his eyes that you can't help but love. He reminds us not to take things too seriously. Sometimes the biggest disasters can seem funny when you look at them through Jasper's eyes. He's light-hearted. His laughter, giggles, and sighs. And yes, he really did need to steal a sip. And yes, he really did need to steal a little sip out of your drink when you were looking the other way. Mischief. Well, I like that energy. I like a bit of mischief. I like mischievous people. Oh, yeah, something could be happening soon. I know, I've been saying that for ages. The guys have been saying that for ages, but it's feeling sooner rather than later. So we were dealing with limiting beliefs yesterday. Naps. I might nap today. Yeah, I like Jasper too. Jasper's good. Oh, lots of working out yesterday. Lifting heavy, you know. We're still at 4. I thought it was 5, but it's not. It's 4. And, 2 tourists, 2 locals. Locals meaning in this area, not Kaczan. 1 Kaczan. So that was 2 weeks ago. Nothing's happened. It hasn't spread. Unless it's like 2 to 3 weeks that it spreads. I don't know. You guys all know better than me. But I think we just aren't being tested here, so it's already been around. It would surprise me if people start getting sick with it here. Some people are getting tested now. They're frightened by it here, some locals. They're all coming back negative. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? This card again. No, we're not sure, are we? Our higher selves are sure, but we're not sure. Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all of your heart. Ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? And take one step in that direction. I don't know. Our higher selves, they do know better than us what we want. well, we're talking about our soul. It is our higher self, right? And we've got to listen to our heart to follow along with that rather than trying to set the direction. I mean, goals to challenge ourselves and stuff is great, but for the big things, we've got to go along with our higher self, don't we? We've got to listen to our heart, intuition, that kind of thing to follow along. Because our higher selves want to take us places slowly, apparently. I know, it comes out so much, doesn't it? I don't think we know. You see, here I am on this tropical island doing Muay Thai. I didn't know that. I just followed along. I didn't know that I was going to be so into it. Same about Thailand, same, yeah, a lot of the things. Same about videos. Yeah, just follow along, follow along. It's all true. Let's get some taro out. Let's get into the meat of it. The meat and potatoes. I've got to stop eating breakfast. It's not doing me much good at all. Go back to just having coffee in the mornings. Something's bothering me. I think it might be eggs now. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting all triggered by foods. Maybe the milk, maybe the yogurt set me off, and now other things are bothering me. Could be. Surrounded by beauty. Very lucky living here. Especially here. This resort. I love it. So nice being taken care of all the time by all these people, all the staff. The fruit fairy. The fruit fairy is Chicken's owner. I was trying to find it yesterday. Might go down to the ocean today. Did you all did you all watch the bigger card last night? The two crystals, things up in the air. Purple. Make my own yogurt with A2 milk. Yeah, but the milk here in Thailand is A2 milk, so they make it with that. The Thai one. But the Thai yogurt is low fat, which means that there's even more of the milk stuff that you're allergic to in it. The less fat there is, the more of the milk, the lactic part there is, you know. Things aren't that easy to get here, Seagulls. We don't have like big supermarkets that have everything in them like you have everywhere else. There's only a limited amount of stuff. But I've gone back to oats, but I think I just stop eating them in the morning because it's a little bit heavy for me. I just start eating just fruit by itself, I think. Not in the morning, after dinner. Let's read this one out. The Two of Pentacles. I used to make yogurt a long time ago when I was a teenager. Two of Pentacles, where are you? Crystals. Balancing, yes, balance was in the energy update today. Right, and we haven't had a balance message for a long time. I don't remember it anyway. Get into balance. I think a card confuses. If you're watching every one of them, yeah. Yeah, as I said, I don't apply it to myself anymore. I used to. I don't anymore. Some of them seem like they're an ongoing story for some people. Anyway, I see the connection with them, you know. Shells was good. Two of Crystals. The Two of Crystals signifies balancing of life forces. For all that you've accomplished, you should continue to move forward and be proud of your successes, but not forget to acknowledge the other important aspects of your life. Priorities. That's something that came up big in one of the bigger card reads, especially in the deeper dive read. This could mean connections with friends and family members, or the activities you love and enjoy. It's the honoring of your spiritual truth, higher consciousness, and innate source of unconditional love. This card also indicates a state of change, movement, and energetic shifts. See? Shifts. You may need to go with the flow and adapt yourself to a new situation because your higher self knows better what you want. This could also simply mean balancing out your priorities or making a new plan for the future. I don't think it's about planning for the future. I think it's about going along with what our higher self knows that we want. Stop trying to call the shots on the big stuff, you know. Yeah, if it doesn't make sense, just skip it. Yeah, same. I don't attach to things anymore. I used to let readings freak me out. As if they were telling some secret that I had no idea about. I don't let them do that anymore. Progress, balance, transition, priorities, goals. Oh, I'm tired today. Two crystals, there we go. Balance, seeking balance. It feels to me like we might need to be ready, balanced and ready to go along with what our higher self is leading us to next. This rebirth. That Nutter wants to be with us. That Nutter, she wants to be with us. 4. So it might feel like we're stranded and we're waiting for something, but I feel like there's a big change coming, and we've called forth the waves. It might be surprising to you because you're not sure what your soul really wants, or you haven't guessed it. There he is. Fruit Fairy just walked past. Get bits and pieces from each of them. Yeah, I get a lot from them, especially the deeper dives. There's always some wisdom that comes out through that that's interesting to me, or that I can use right away for myself. But I don't think any of them are my story. I think there's aspects of some of them that are, for me personally. The Hanged Man. Oh, I've seen him for a while. Pisces. Isn't it, Hanged Man? My belly's getting cold because the fan's on me. The Hanged Man. Changing the way that we look at things, and I just heard that it's about releasing the tight hold that we've got on stuff. This isn't a card of letting go, but it's about, like I said before, it's good to set goals for ourselves, to challenge ourselves and things like that. But for the big stuff, we need to surrender and go with the flow, because our higher self knows what we want. I'm getting that same message from this. Perception, perspectives, waiting, sacrifice, entitlement, and no, not entitlement, enlightenment. Self-limits. The hangman in a reading is about waiting and seeing things from a new perspective. Do not try to control situations that cannot be controlled. Yeah, remain open-minded to see new perspectives of a situation that you've not yet thought of. We've got something new coming in. We've not realized it yet. We think we have. We think that we know what we want. We think that we know what's coming. We've called forth the waves. Our higher self is saying, you don't know. I've got something else for you. It's time to observe yourself and your environment. Review what has gotten you to where you are today. Now would be the time to look at the ways you've handled the same situation in the past. Ooh. Someone you know may be dealing with a similar situation. What would that person do about a situation like this? Who? What are you talking about? I don't know and I don't care. What kind of a question is that? What would that person do? I don't know. A sacrifice may be required for you to move forward. I think we're being asked to be open here. There's something new coming. Very different cards than we've had there. Very different energy. You know, all the cards that we've been having lately in the tarot cards that we've had in Psychic Cafe lately have had a very different energy than this. This is things up in the air. There's going to be change. We don't know what's coming. We need to be open, surrender to it. Like we've had about waiting and all of that stuff. And we've had all of those carrots about the romance and things like that. This is quite different today. We're feeling stranded, but we're not. Something's coming. Spoke to the person you asked about a few days ago. Major shit's going down. Oh. Lesson learning, you think, Barbara? I don't know. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Yeah, definitely going with the flow. Oh, I'm tired. Why am I so tired? I slept good last night. Maybe from the workouts yesterday. And a week of work catching up to me, on me. Page of Wands. Hi, Sandy. Page of Wands, that's exciting, isn't it? Sun's doing that sparkly thing on the cards again. I love it. Page of Wands. Something exciting coming in. Something good. Something good's coming. Pages. Messengers. Messengers saying something exciting is coming. Wake up, Claire. Something exciting is coming. Be ready for it. Two new sets of runners are coming. Because I love how Facebook advertising shows me what I want to buy. Apparently there's a JD Sports now in Bangkok, and so they will sell the real training shoes, not the fake ones. And so I ordered the two that I tried to get before, the fake ones that I got the other day. I ordered some real ones of those and the other ones that I'd ordered as well, some runners, actually to run in, the more bouncy ones, boosts, ultra boosts. And luckily they'd not packed my other ones that I'd ordered, the other fake ones that I'd ordered, so I managed to cancel that order. So now I have the real runners. See, this is what happens to me. I complain to the universe about something, and I'm like, oh, why are they all fakes? I want the real thing. And then Facebook shows me, oh, here's a shop that will sell you the real ones. And they've got the two that you want on special. Wasn't much more than the fakes, in fact. It wasn't much more than the fakes at all. The universe just comes up with it. Put it out there. The universe says, oh, this. It's like that standing desk. I'm not sure I believe that, though. It seems too good to be true. Where's Lodge's carrot? The cards are saying there's change coming, Sandy, but we don't know what it is. I mean, our higher self knows what it is because it knows better than us what our soul wants, but we haven't a clue, and we've just got to be balanced and ready. Hermit. Yeah, go back to bed, says the hermit. Hermit. Oh, Jafar is coming back. I don't know. In a long time. I've seen it. I think it's his cousin. Oh my god, his cousin looks so skinny right now. I think it's his cousin. I'm pretty sure his family. He doesn't look well. I mean, it doesn't do good at the best of times, that dude. I want to read the hermit out of this book, the Muse book. Yeah, it's exciting. We've called forth the waves. So I recap for Sandy. We've called forth the waves, so we have asked for change. We're kind of feeling stranded, like nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? The universe is saying, just wait for it. We've got a resurrection here, a new start. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? That's saying, so am I clear on what my higher self really wants? What we really want? We're not. The big stuff, we've got to just go along with it. We've got mischief here, which is exciting. We're being asked to leave the big stuff to our higher selves. Well, I don't. Yeah, Google searches, yeah, Sandy. Locations. No, not on this island. It doesn't. But yeah, anything that I've searched for and online, not just Google. Stuff I searched for on Lazada. It's good. So I was looking for desks, and now I'm getting good information through. But we'll see. See if that standing desk arrives. The hermit. It seems like an odd one out here because it's like, get ready, change your mind. Stained glass, which riding a crescent means face. Hermit. What number are you, Hermit? 9. Sage or mentor. Wisdom, listening to guidance. Yeah, listening to guidance. Introspection, taking time away. Going back to bed. Listening to your heart. A time for meditation and contemplation. Finding your voice, a time out. Put me in time out. I'm having time out today. A cautioning against spending too much time alone. Oh, sweet light, how it glows. She's ready to see the miracle of luminosity, the soft emanation of the ethers that she senses in her heart. She sees this light in dreams. She knows that its brilliance comes bundled with sunlight and moonlight, so she journeys alone under the stars, ruminating on where it originates and on how to access its wisdom more readily. The Hermit Muse reminds you to process your experiences as a way to learn, knowing that your own smile is great company. Listen deeply and see the lessons that live in the simplest of things. The shiny lights you see in others are a reflection of the magic you already hold in your heart. So choose words that fuel your envisioned path and speak with a passion of purpose. It's time to find the sage within. In solitude we meet the Muse, in solitude she guides, in gratitude she helps us choose, in darkness she confides. And when I search inside her heart, she tells me I am free. Then in my solitude depart, because this Muse is me. Oh, you've had a few standing desks. Yeah, I'm interested in them. This one goes, it can be a sitting desk or a standing desk or any level desk. And it also tilts too. It looks really good. But I'm not for sitting still. I think I'd rather work on a high stool than a low stool. It's about mischief. I think our higher selves are mischievous. I know that they are. Quick question, Mr. Bowers. Our higher guidance is always right. No, it's often wrong. That's why I talk about carrots. They'll literally say anything. They'll literally say anything to get us to get into alignment. So it's not always right. They lie to us to get us to do the thing. And then you've got to question what is your ego and what's your higher self guidance as well. So intuition, you might think it's intuition when really it's fear. It's tricky. That's why it's hard to read for myself. Easy to read for other people, hard to read for myself. Because even if you know it's intuition and even if you know it's guidance, it might be carrots. It might be guidance to get you in a certain alignment. They know. You see, they know our resistances. They know our baggage. They know how to get around us. They know how to say the right things to get us to do stuff or hold a certain energy or hold a certain focus. Sometimes it's about holding that focus. That's what the carrots can be about, and the lies and stuff from our higher selves. Tell us that something's going to happen so that we hold that focus, so that we're in more alignment, so that what's actually coming, what our soul really wants, can come in. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard reading for yourself, and it was kind of the same. That's why I started working online so much. Is when I'm doing readings face to face, my ego gets involved too, because I will get a message like it's easy. I can't see you guys. It's easy. I just say the message because I can't make any judgment about you. If you're sat in front of me, I can think, no, that can't be right. I'm not going to say that. There's a level of me that gets involved in it that doesn't get involved in it so much online. But even more so reading for yourself. It's so hard reading for yourself. We want to read into it what we want to read into it, don't we? When we're reading for ourselves, it's tricky. Who can I get to read for me? I cancelled the Missy reading. She never got back to me, but she refunded me like within 60 seconds of me emailing her saying, okay, I'll have a refund then. Camera stopped on that face. Was that Gabe arriving? Yeah, it's tough. I don't think it's them that make it tough. I think it's us. I think it's trouble with ourselves. Yeah, email readings. Yeah, I think the same. I think the same too. Like I wondered whether I should offer the camera. I wondered whether I should offer video readings because I do kind of like doing them, but as I said, I talk too much anyway. It's hard on my voice. Oh, look, my trainers are in the shop. Fake trainers. Yeah, email readings are good. Could be talking about inner children here. Good call, Mr. Bowers. So I still don't know what the hermit's about. Are we being told to get out there more or just stay in bed? Because I don't know about you, but I've been hermiting for ages. A very wise lady. Nice. Coffee. I need more coffee. I am going back to bed after this. Maybe I got COVID. Maybe that's why I'm tired. I might need to have some honey in it. I had breakfast though. Yeah, I need to not eat so much. Calm down on it. Let's have some vanilla in my coffee instead. That might spice me up a little. Oi! Inner child team. Right, give us more on this. So we've got to be balanced, see things from a different perspective. Something exciting is coming, but be a hermit. Ten of Pentacles. The Lovers was on the bottom of the deck then. Oh no, wait. It was a pile of cards. The Ten of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Eight of Wands. Which again suggests that something is coming. It's something big as well. Ten of Pentacles is big stuff. Could be about money. Could be a job opportunity. It could be a family opportunity. It could be a relationship. But Judgment. And the reason that I'm saying that that's incoming is because of this, of course. Eight of Wands. It means something's coming fast. The target stuff. It's about communication, that as well. So incoming judgment there, sandwiched in between them. A card about discernment. Are we going to... So we're going to make a wise choice, says the judgment card. It could be a choice of two things. That Two of Pentacles, the first card that came out, it could be a choice of two things. So you might have two jobs to choose from, two people to choose from, and you're going to have to make that choice. Two opportunities to choose from, two desks to choose from. I want to know more about this choice, and it's incoming. What else have we got? So there's something else, wasn't there? One of those cards, it said about learning from the past. Again, the Ten of Rings, Ten of Pentacles, the same. Culmination and satisfaction. The Emperor and the Queen of Rings. The Queen of Pentacles, practicality, generosity, it says on this one. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the stable woman. And the Emperor, wisdom and passion. Wisdom and passion. Could be about a relationship. Could be everything, in fact. Work, relationship. It could be like a relationship with a business. Or a relationship where you build things together. It could be that. Very stable there. The Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. Whoa. That's like serious stability. Take the path that feels uncomfortable, you think? It's gonna be dependent on the person, right? Because it's always the way. That's why I do personal readings. Because what is guidance for one is the wrong guidance for the other, right? And so if you are a risk taker, like a willy-nilly risk taker, and you're on that side of the imbalance, it might be that you need to take the safe path for a change. But if you're the safe one, if you're like the Nine of Wands kind of a person, most of the time, staying in your comfort zone, doing the same things, it might be time to take some risks and do the thing that feels uncomfortable. Like, would you take, like, say, a teenager that is a drug addict and always getting themselves into trouble, just like succumb to peer pressure, that kind of a person? Would you give them that advice to do the thing that's uncomfortable? No. But take another teenager is very timid and shy and timid and keeping to themselves, hermiting all the time. To tell them to take a risk. Calculated risks. I used to be much more of a risk taker. I'm more of an intuitive risk taker. But I used to think that everything was intuition. That's a message that's been coming through lately. Hey, we've got to stop thinking that everything is a message from the universe. Sometimes it's just our dysfunction. In other words, I've got a feeling about something, I've got a feeling about someone, but that's just law of attraction because you've got a dysfunction that matches theirs. That's not saying that they're your soulmate, your twin flame, or that they should be in your life. I used to literally take every kind of feeling that I had and think it was guidance and think it was like the universe giving me the go ahead for it, the green light. Wow! But I'm getting better at that now, at not doing that. So more of an intuitive risk taker. I very rarely calculate a thing. Yeah. So we're all slightly imbalanced in different ways. So all this stability we've got coming in. Stability, huh? I am much more stable than I've ever been. So that doesn't surprise me. Personally, that I've got stability coming in doesn't surprise me at all. I'm more Queen of Pentacles than I've ever been. Even when I was pretending to be Queen of Pentacles in my 20s, I'm way more Queen of Pentacles now. So yeah, whatever that energy that we're being is what we're calling in. So are you being stability at the moment? It's much easier to be stability when we're hermiting, isn't it? So much more easy. So much easier to be stable when we bring our energy back to ourselves. Very hard to be stable when we're sharing our energy with a lot of different people. Right, let's get some more cards out. Honey badger. What's a honey badger? Tender embrace. Cute. I feel like this is a message from the higher self. It's got us. The muggle struggle with being alone. Yeah. People that haven't faced themselves. The tender embrace. I feel like this is from our higher selves rather than a human being. Another human being. I want to know what that judgment card is before I go on. What that choice? Why are they telling us about a choice here? We've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of... Oh, maybe it's just a choice to say yes or no. Rather be alone. Google honey badger. Okay, I will. Judgment. Tender embrace did come out in a bigger card, yeah. Yeah, nice. Tender embrace. No. Judgment. Okay, let's read it out of this one. Judgment. Judgment. What number's judgment? $20. Yeah, someone to be alone together with. Someone that also likes being alone. To be with. Someone that, yeah, it's got a similar energy. Oh yeah, of course, it's the card of awakening out of this one. Judgment. It's the understanding of your inner divine intelligence. You can look back on the choices you've made and identify the lessons you've learned. And with each step advancing towards your own spiritual growth. No more fears, no more doubts, no more self-judgment. This is a time of transformation. Through elevating your thoughts, speaking your truth, and connecting with the divine light that ignites your dreams is the beginning of profound changes. For each stage of learning, you may find yourself at a crossroads, on the verge of making an important leap forward. This also indicates that something you've been anticipating is finally getting closer. Divine wisdom comes from relinquishing the negative feelings you've been harboring towards yourself or others. Holding on to guilt, fear, or resentment cannot serve you in any way and prevents you from connecting with your higher self. A time to release the old attachments and practice forgiveness. Learning from our choices in the past. Thanks, Sandy. It's so tricky, Chris. Tell you, it's like the hardest thing about doing readings, especially love readings, is it's like, now am I going to upset someone here if I say he or she? Because once I was reading for a guy and I said she in his reading, and it's like, how can this be for me? I'm gay. I'm like, oh God. Now I try and be careful, but it's hard to not say he or she. General guidance for Sandy. You think we're one step closer? Maybe we are. You know how we're talking about beliefs, what beliefs are standing in our way? Sometimes it's that belief about hermiting. I know I've got that one, is that, maybe I'm just a little bit too set in my ways now in this pattern of working and being, going to bed early and all of that. And think that doesn't make space for someone else. Well, it does make space for the right person, doesn't it? It makes space for the right person that wants that too. So I've got to change that belief. What do I think? Who do I think I'm going to be with? Some kind of party animal? And that be someone else with them? No. It's going to be someone that's like me. So, Sandy, forgive them and going well. This is about people around you, Sandy, and the lessons that we all go through. Some lessons seem really simple to us because we got it ages ago, but it's not that simple to other people. Sometimes it can be really surprising that adults still haven't learned simple stuff that you've learned when you were a kid, things that you learned when you were a kid, like lying. Isn't that something that we usually learn about when we're a kid? The ramifications of lying? Some people don't. So it seems to me that you might have some people around you that have got some simple to you lessons going on. Might be frustrating to you. So forgive them. Just shows you how advanced you are, Sandy. Lagging video, is it? Yeah, she's lagging for me too. Video Claire. Sandy. And it's not just about, I'm just reading your conversation there, and it's not just about like saying he or she when you're not sure whether someone's gay or not. It's about now we can add the gender of them to it as well, about saying he or she about a person. Apparently we're not allowed to do that anymore. Maybe we should just call everyone it, not have genders anymore. But yeah, it is tricky. It seems to be tricky, doesn't it? People getting offended. Back to Sandy. Mystery and I am appreciated. So there you go. So you're seeing the bigger picture and about other people that are around you and the lessons that they're getting or not getting. And yeah, it could be that, your daughter. Yeah, definitely could be that. But here's the thing, it's going well, and there's something about you being able to see that, to rise above it and see what's going on. It's the wise part of you, Sandy. And it's rather than letting what everyone else is going through annoy you, which I totally used to do. I totally used to do that. Even though I was doing my readings trying to help people, inside I was judging it all. I don't do that anymore. It's like that teenage energy, you know, when we think we know it all. We think everyone else is stupid. And it's that kind of an energy. And then we get a bit wiser and we're not that bothered about it anymore. I feel like you're in this process at the moment of realizing your wisdom and appreciating your wisdom and it not getting to you so much that other people don't have it, but being able to, then you can truly utilize it, right? When we're annoyed at other people for not having it, we can't use it. So the mystery card, your higher self is leading you to something with that wisdom. So you're on the path to appreciating your wisdom more and you being able to see things clearly like that. I used to have that in about other spiritual teachers, and I used to want to like go around telling them that they were wrong. It's the beginner, it's the novice, isn't it? It is that teenage energy. We get into a new field, we think we know it all. We want to tell everyone else that they're wrong, and then we develop a bit of wisdom, and we're like, I don't know that much after all. So yeah, it's about you growing into your wisdom, accepting of it. It's a path that we all take with everything. It's funny when people start Muay Thai training that do that. So many people do it. I think I did it too when I started Muay Thai training. I think you know it all when you first start. You can see, you know, I think you can coach other people. You think you can see what's going on. Best words ever you heard from adult daughters. No, I'm sorry, when I was a teenager, you were right. But we've all been there, right? We've all been there. And I think we do keep on going through it with new stuff as well. It's when you don't know that much, but you just start learning about it that you think you know the most. And that everyone else doesn't know a thing. I'm not saying that that's you, Sandy, at all, but there's just that progression. You know, it's just to recognize that progression in us all of it's kind of belligerent at first, but then it can come up as small annoyances that people don't get it. Anyway, back to the cards. A tender embrace. So Sandy, I'd say that you are going to be doing much more with your wisdom, helping people with your wisdom. Because as I said, I've been on that path too. Children are awake. The squealers. You're in your 30s, never heard an I'm sorry. I heard an I'm sorry from my elders. It's not gender or black and white, just humans. Yeah, but then when you're trying to do a reading for someone and you're trying to explain, especially when you've got different characters in the story, we have to use pronouns in the English language. It's not so in Thai. There's no he or she in Thai. Brother and sister are the same. No, you can't. There's woman and man, but younger and older. Yeah, we do younger and older here. So you call something different if you're younger than a person or older than a person. So just ageist here, not sexist. Yeah, so we don't discriminate against people whether they're a man or a woman. So if you call somebody, if you want to call someone like a brother, what you're calling them is younger person that's dear to you or older person that's dear to you, not man that's dear to me or woman that's dear to me. Be interesting. Energies don't show what they look like, and also the you can kind of feel not a gender, but you can feel a feminine or masculine from it. It doesn't mean that they're a man or a woman. Not at all. Yeah, it's tricky. Waking the lion. It's like sometimes I can pick up like immature energies, and sometimes and I'll say like in the pick of card reads, it could be someone younger than you, or it could just be someone that's immature. It could be older than you and immature. Yeah, the energies. It's not about who you are. It's like someone might read me and pick me up as a young energy, not as an old woman. Waking the lion. Rawr. Power. There's something about waking from this slumber thing, this hermit waking, the lion, ready to step into power, like just sat there waiting, like this. I'm strong and I'm balanced. But I'm just sat in my lounge room all the time waiting for the universe to bring me something. And you pay. Right back. I'm back. Sent out into the world on a mission. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be more. You know how when we were told about these new kinds of relationships and how we'd be formulating new kinds of relationships, I think it's more likely to be like that. Something, I don't think sent out into the world and something major. I think it's going to be more. Maybe somebody comes in, adds into the mix. I think it's going to be subtle. I don't think it's going to be major leaps. I think you're going to go from hermit to doing something huge on the world stage. Big tours, but not. open up to the external world. So we're going to get woken up with a tender embrace from our higher selves. Here's what you wanted. Make moves, plant seeds, have patience. The red berries. There's a lot of flag waving at the moment. There's a lot of triggering going on, and so people are waving the flags around willy-nilly, which it's nice because it makes them easy to spot. Yeah, I think the missions will be smaller than that. I think there'll be internal ones. Kids and sport makes you break hermit mode. Yeah, training. Someone with COVID visited one of the gyms here, not the one that I go to, the one that I've in fact the only gym here that I've never been to. I don't know why I've never been there. Oh yeah, a couple of years ago I did think of going there, and I messaged them about the prices, and they were so rude back to me saying, "You work at Island Muay Thai, you know what the prices are." Why would I know the prices of somewhere else just because I worked at Island Muay Thai? The night boat. Can't right now. Not allowed. But I think we might be opening up tomorrow again. Yay, a birthday party! No, I'm not inviting anybody. Bah, humbug. We've got intimacy. Intimacy. Who are we going to let in? It's a beautiful card, this, look. She's guarding a heart or a boobs. Both. Who's she going to let in? She's got wings on her head. Is that a higher self on her head? This camera's excellent. It reminds me of the star card. This. A little wishes coming through intimacy. Who do you open up to? Waking up, and who do you open up to? Who are you going to let in? Not just anybody, that's for sure. We learned that lesson, didn't we? Not just anybody. We used to just let anybody in before, but not just anybody now. You've got appointments for shots. 28th. That's the day after the full moon. You have them a month up. Oh no, it's less than a month apart. Marriage. Marriage. Wow. The Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles coming out twice. That does suggest some kind of, it could be for some, a relationship that's really the one kind of thing. First time you're not smoking, good job. I think I've had one cigarette. There's the ashtray there behind my head. I think I had one cigarette last weekend. Sometimes I smoke when I drink, sometimes I don't. Yeah, sometimes I just don't feel like it at all. I did have one, I remember. It's getting more and more rare that I even want one. I'm weird like that. I can smoke very occasionally. I know a lot of people can't, right? I don't actually get addicted very easy at all to anything. Thank God for that. Otherwise I would be in trouble. So good job, Penny. Sometimes I do, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is when I want a cigarette, but sometimes I do. Most of the time I don't. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I want to smoke, well, when I'm around other people, I know what that's about, when I want to smoke them. But if I'm here by myself, yeah, just occasionally I do. I don't want to smoke. You thought that cigarettes were going to be hard to come by? Really? I made so much money. I worked in IT around that time, so I made so much money from that. That people freaking out about computer systems not be working. Year 2000. It's hilarious. They were throwing money at us because everyone was so fearful. It was great. It's a security blanket for you, Sandy. See you, Zeros. Wow, 40 plus. Are you talking about a day? Oh, no, you're talking about time. So we've got marriage, and then we've got rainbow. You're turning gay, and then getting married. The most difficult part of a situation is over, is it? For me personally, with all this marriage and the relationships and stuff like this, I haven't been in many relationships lately, but so it feels like I've been single for a long time. Certain relationships that I've been in, I still felt single when I was in them, and that I wasn't really with them, not in my mind anyway. So I feel like I've been single for a long time, and I recognize that a part of me has thought because of that I'm getting stuck in singledom. I'm getting entrenched in that energy kind of thing. I don't really believe that. There's a part of me that thinks I'm not in the game, and so I'm getting further out of the game, so someone's not going to show up. I think what we're actually being told is, no, you've come out of the game, so someone will show up. The right person will show up. I think that's what this is saying. I think that's exactly what these cards are saying from that hermit thing. 31 years. I started when I was 15, I think 14 or 15, smoking. I'm not turning gay. Keep making excuses. Mm. I could quit, but I've got no. Because I said I don't hardly ever smoke anyway. But yeah, and literally like when did I last? 2 years ago, I had a prolonged time off alcohol, three months or something. Didn't have a cigarette then. Mm. Yeah, I only ever smoke when I'm drinking, and not every time I'm drinking either. So I don't like people say, well, why don't you just give up? Well, because I don't see it as a problem. It's just an occasional thing. It's like eating crap occasionally. I don't see it as a problem. Why don't I give up lollies? Because I hardly ever have them, so it's not a problem. It's the same. I feel the same way about smoking now. I really do. I don't see it as a problem at all. It's the same as having the occasional whatever. What's a food that I only have occasionally? Like lollies and stuff. I hardly ever have that. I have chocolate often, often. In fact, I bought up all of the 70% Lindt chocolate from the island the other day. Anyone on the island is wondering where it is. It's here. It's in my fridge. I'm having it. I like it. So I bought it all. Cigarettes are hard. Don't put your laughing. So he became a prison guard instead of going into prison. Keep your life in balance. You see, this is what we've been doing, like I was just saying. I was like, oh, I'm hermiting away. I'm never going to meet anybody. I'm just becoming a spinster in my old age. And so I'm believing less and less that someone's going to come in. But what's really happening is getting balance, getting balance, getting balance. And then the cherry and flower grows. Keep your life in balance. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I'm not easily addicted to anything. I really am. I recognize it because I tell you, if and I know from I've got a couple of friends that were like hardcore alcoholics and gave up with the um, AA process, and yeah, with their stories of it and of the actual addiction of it, I'm like, I'm so lucky because I've been a binge drinker from a very early age, and I'm so lucky that I'm not predisposed to that actual reliance, the chemical reliance on it, the addiction of it, because that's absolutely a stroke of luck. I could have had a lot more to deal with, but I guess I've had enough on my plate in life without having that too. I'm also pretty self-disciplined, very self-disciplined. I do recognize that I've got more self-discipline than most people. I get that. I don't expect people to be as self-disciplined as I am. I recognize that they're not. But it's not been about that. With the smoking and drinking, it's not been about that, really. It hasn't. It's just a stroke of luck that I don't have that, whatever it is, the addiction. It must be a brain chemical or something, I don't know, that causes those addictions to happen. I just don't have that. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Going to be given a hand. Someone coming in and helping you. So you're not doing things by yourself all the time anymore. In your hermit mode. 95s and 100s, I don't know what you're talking about. 22 and OWI, don't know what that is, woke me up in Alcoholics Anonymous. I changed my life. Dumped my friends, even my brother. And then a few years later, a prison guard. In need of help, assistance. It feels like somebody helpful might be coming in here. Someone reciprocal. Oh, good advice from a wise person. It's Sandy. Sandy's this wise one here. Good advice from a wise person. Someone helpful coming in. Remain balanced. I've got my caffeine on my eyes again. There are two genes that can result in addiction. Okay. Well, there seems to be a lot of alcoholics in my family, but maybe they're not alcoholics. Maybe it's just trauma, binge drinking, avoidance, rather than actual addiction. I do recognize that there's a difference in that. I like the 70% length. The 85, I think it is 85. It's a little bit too dark for me. Those pivotal moments in our lives, it all changes. And we look back thinking, on my screen then. Oh, this camera's playing up again. Connection duration, 44 minutes and 44 seconds. The 4 seconds, how interesting. Stop it. Stop it, guys. Stop messing with my camera. You have addictions. Give them all up for the final piece of the puzzle. OWI, it's not an owl, it's an operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated. DUI, driving on the DUI in Australia, driving under the influence. 1G passes male to female in 40% of offspring. Oh, tell us more. It's fascinating, isn't it? Human beings are fascinating. We're so complicated. Isn't it? How are we so complicated? How some of us can like drink alcohol and not get addicted to it. Some of us can't drink alcohol at all. Some of us get severely addicted to it. Just, we're so complicated. You're highly thought of. Now this could be, it might not be Sandy. It might be a mentor kind of thing, someone that's noticing you, thinking highly of you, coming to give you a helping hand. It could be an opportunity coming in, not someone that wants to marry you. The males have it. Why? So if you look at it not from a biological perspective, but the other way, that biology is following life lessons. So we activate the genes that are going to give us the life experiences, to give us the lessons that we came here to learn. So if we look at it from that perspective, biology is just the way that it happens rather than why it happens. Why then 90% male will have that? Why? Let's be sexist for a moment. Female to male. And why do a lot of people like smoking pot and I don't? Really? It's like I don't want to drink toilet clean either, because it would make me feel sick. Just, I don't see the point in it at all. It doesn't make me feel good, doesn't make me feel high, it just makes me feel bad. It just makes me overthink and feel bad and shut down. And all of the pot smokers say to me, oh no, it'll relax you. It doesn't relax me at all. It's horrible. It's like, oh no. If I didn't like alcohol, I wouldn't drink it for sure. I like what alcohol does to me, to a point. You love it. See, it just doesn't suit me at all. Not at all. And I can OD so easily on it. Female alcoholics hide it much better than men. Yeah. Stay functional, you mean? Do you think there's more female functional alcoholics? You hate it too. What does it do to you, Chris? I don't mind other people smoking it. I don't mind when people just smoke it all the time, though. What a waste of our life. It does stunt people, doesn't it? Who's getting blamed when you saged? That's funny. I used to, when I was a teenager, put nail polish on, nail varnish. My brother used to get accused of glue sniffing. In fact, he wasn't glue sniffing. He was lighter fluid inhaling. That's what my brother used to do. Like have a lighter fuel to fill up your cigarette lighters, and he used to the plastic thing that comes from the top of it. I hope I'm not teaching anyone to do bad things here. Probably am. Probably shouldn't say anymore. But he used to put his teeth on that little ridge where the knot that holds the nozzle, spray nozzles, old old school spray cans. He used to put that in his teeth. God, shh. You just feel gross, yeah. Me too. It's just horrible. Like, why does anyone want to do that? And how can it make you feel so different than it makes me feel? Yeah, I guess some people don't like alcohol, right? I like alcohol. I like what it does to me. I don't like what it does to me if I have way too much. No, it doesn't depend on the type it is. You see, that's what pot smokers tell me. No, this stuff will relax you. No, it does exactly the same. It doesn't depend. Really, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. I've listened to that so many times and I've tried it. It does exactly the same thing to me. No, I don't believe it anymore. Oh, what have we got here? Air Force One paint splatters. Training shoes. Live, let live, yeah. You don't like being around people that are high or drunk. High or drunk. Yeah. It's kind of unsettling, isn't it? When you break free of it, it is. I know. I've got that same thing as well. I don't like it either. My doctoral dissertation was on the female alcoholic. It's more common, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I don't even need to, I can see that it's common. I mean, it's everywhere. Like I can say like this island is full of alcoholics and it is, but everywhere is. Like everywhere is. It's been so normalized and it's like the go-to drug for everybody, isn't it? For most people, it's the socially acceptable one. And same like coffee, really, which is also a drug. But mm, it's everywhere. So no wonder we succumb to it really easily. I've had an interesting relationship with alcohol. I used to drown my sorrows. Yeah, I used to drown my sorrows and I used to numb out with it. I used to use it for anxiety. I used to use it to relax. Now I still do that sometimes. Not because I'm stressed out or anything like that. That's the numbing down thing. But say at the end of the day, sometimes I want to sit out there and have a drink. Not every time I can relax without it, but sometimes I just want to, and I'll have a drink. Very rare that I drink too much now, unless in certain company. Now, in certain company, when they've got an addiction, I don't like that energy, and I will drink too much around them for sure. I'm very aware of myself around alcohol now. Mm. Your ex is an alcoholic. Yeah. I know. Coffee. I mean, coffee's not that bad, is it? Yeah, because alcohol it loosens your inhibitions, and that's why I don't like having too much now. Is because the older I've got, the less I give a fuck about what I say to people, and I don't necessarily want to be that person. Um, Even more so when I'm drunk. Yeah, I've really got to pull myself back now because I'm a little bit too honest and forthright and outspoken now. And that's good when I'm sober, but it's yeah, I don't particularly like that coming out in an exaggerated way with alcohol now. I don't think it's fair on people. I don't think I'm fair on people when I'm drunk. Now, I did use pot one time when I hurt myself. It just reminded me. Yeah, when we had a massive flood here, and I walked down the beach and I kicked some glass. And it took my nail off, and it went into my toe, and it was extremely painful. And the staff at where I was staying poured vinegar on it, which made me scream. I was in so much pain, and I handle pain really well. And my ex had left some pot in my room, and I never smoked at the time, but I got a cigarette off one of the staff there, and I made myself a spliff from it, and I smoked that, and it was great for pain relief. Yeah, I can use it for pain relief. Absolutely. Molecules for nicotine, sugar, alcohol, and caffeine have some similarities. Let's get some of these out. What an interesting conversation. Oh, what have we got here? We've got a two-faced friend. Who's that? Watch out. Apparently we're hermiting to let good people, good stable people in. Now, someone that wants to help us out has noticed us. But there's a two-faced friend here with great passion. Yeah, be discerning. Don't just say yes, but it's a temporary situation. Okay, this two-faced friend with great passion, a temporary situation. It's not going to hold up. Sincere wish will be granted. Needle and thread. So there might be a little test coming in. You might have some old energy, some hangers on kind of thing with old energy, that thread, something holding on by a thread, old energy that you've still got a little bit. The law of attraction is still pulling certain people toward you from the past, with past energies. Temporary situation, don't worry about it. I think we've got some good stuff coming, is what I'm getting from this. Tell us more about the good stuff that's coming. Yeah, milk and honey. It's the good stuff coming. Milk and honey is the good stuff in life, apparently. Milk, not so much for me, but no honey, in fact. Apparently it used to be the good stuff, milk and honey. And an elephant playing in a bowl of cereal or something. The good stuff is coming. Be flexible. Be discerning. Don't let just any old garbage in again. It's my turn. Take a chance on ourselves, right? And that's what hermiting away is doing. It's taking a chance on ourselves. Getting our energy aligned. Not to keep everyone else, but to be extremely selective about what we attract in now. Been in school. We've been in school. Oh, you've got cards and you begin to use. Sandy's got cards and she's going to use them. School. Examine the beliefs about being tested. Oh, that's right. So the needle and thread. Yeah, so many people have this, oh, there's that one final test before you actually release something. It seems like that from our muggled minds. So you get that one final test that you say no to, and then it's out of your energy for good. It's not a final test. The universe doesn't test us. It's the needle and thread. It's the something still in your energy, just a little bit. And then when you say no to it that one final time, then it's gone. I feel that that's what this is here. So if you have been hermiting away, if you've been really following this guidance and, doing that, being discerning, saying no to people, cutting toxic people out of your life, all of that kind of stuff, there's going to be a little bit of a residual energy going on there. Seems like a task, but it's not. Too much of anything isn't good for you. Too much joy. Too much peace. Too much. Elevator. Too much alignment. Too much alignment. Can't have too much alignment, can you? Oh, I guess life would be boring if you were just aligned all the time. You know, chances to be out of alignment to learn something. I've had to get into alignment. Can you have too much alignment? Cecil, I thought you went before to water your lattices, or is it your euphemism for going for a pee? I'm just going to water the lattices in the bathroom. Elevator, rising above. Can't have too much elevation. I mean alignment. That's the only one I can think of. Can anyone think of anything else that would be good? Alignment is the only thing I can think of that you can't have too much of. Rising above. What are we doing? We're rising above something. Maybe this. Pap. Haven't used these for a while, these dream cards. We've got random stuff in, like bathroom, school, elevator, trousers. It's a weird cards. Heads in the clouds. But that's not alignment. Heads in the clouds isn't alignment. You're talking about too much spiritual focus. This is why this deck amuses me. Let's take all these three together. There's an important message for some people here. These three cards came out together, and this means your ex's teeth are on fire. Your ex is having gum problems right now. They've got inflammation and dental pain. One of your exes is having problems and needs to see the dentist. Random cards. But on the bottom of the deck, sex kiss hug. Face and embrace all parts of yourself. Sex kiss hug yourself. It's dark outside. I know I'm just getting cards out for my amusement. Its teeth will fall out. Yeah. So we can all freak our exes out. Let's all send our exes a message now. Text message saying, just go to the dentist if they're hurting you. They'll be like, get out of my head. Focus. My wife has 6 left. Oh. No. It's sex first, then you kiss, and then you hug. Focus. What are we focused on? Why? I don't know why we've got focus out. I don't know. Oh, is it my guy's telling me to focus? Being unfocused and pulling cards, and then I get the focus card. Focus, clear, focus. Dental stuff. Okay, that's it. That's today. I don't actually feel like going back to bed now. Not as much as I did before. Let's do this again tomorrow for my birthday. Birthday cards, better be good. I hope I'm going to get a present. Usually I get presents, usually I get gifts from the universe. There's that one year that they told me I was going to get a pool for my birthday. Yeah, there's one year I got a lot of great stuff for my birthday from the universe. So let's do it. Let's do it all over again tomorrow. And have a great day. Good night, everybody. And yes, later on today I'm going to publish the weekly read for next week. Apart from that, I think I've got 2 readings left. I might do some today and then that's it. No availability until Sunday, Monday. I don't like cards. Do people still send them? I hadn't for many years. Don't forget to hit like. Thanks, Sandy, for remembering. So, yeah, see you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.